turn on, and my mom is running through the door saying, "Someone's at the door." And I'm like, what is going on here? I jump out of bed because she's in a panic, and I'm on my way to that front door when I see these white flashing lights.
Ever wondered how twin sisters managed to outsmart their own killer mom? How did they defy the odds and turn the tables on a murderer? Today, we're delving into a chilling true crime saga that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Join us as we unravel the case of Jennifer and Kristina Beard, where twin sisters outsmart a killer mom who thought she got away with it. From shocking twists to clever detective work, this story is a roller coaster of deception and survival. Buckle up for a true crime tale like no other. What role did the early separation of the twins, Jennifer and Kristina, play in their emotional reliance on each other? Being separated at such a young age was profoundly difficult for Jennifer and Kristina. As twins, they shared an exclusivity in their bond that is impossible to replicate in other sibling relationships. Kristina poignantly described them as built-in friends who had always relied on each other for support, laughter, and comfort. Losing this built-in companion left each girl feeling alone and isolated. For Kristina, staying with their high-strung mother Celeste without her more even-tempered twin took a steep emotional toll. She felt constantly on edge, missing Jennifer's calm presence that balanced out their mother's volatility.
We were built-in friends with each other.
I would not know how to be a regular sibling. You know, it's always been nice to have someone that knows exactly what I'm going through. It was definitely hard not to have my other half.
Jennifer similarly struggled being apart from the sister who knew her better than anyone else. She longed for Kristina's empathetic ear when their father's new girlfriend caused arguments. Their twin connection had made them feel understood. Now they both felt adrift. At just 13 years old, the girls were forced to navigate their parents' bitter divorce and the resulting upheaval essentially alone. Childhood can already be an emotionally precarious time, and not having their twin to lean on made this period that much more challenging. Holidays and milestones took on a bittersweet quality, with each twin constantly missing her other half. They could only try to bridge the distance with daily phone calls simmering with sadness and frustration at their imposed separation. With their father gone, living together became not just a desire, but a necessity to face their uncertain future. The pain of those years apart had proven how essential they were to each other's well-being and stability. After so much time stolen from them, Jennifer finally came back home to live with her twin. Though grief-stricken, they now had a second chance to let their unique sisterly love help guide them into healing and hope. No matter what lay ahead, they would bravely face it arm in arm. How did Celeste Beard's new marriage to Stephen Beard initially seem to provide greater stability for the twins? The twins' arrival together in Austin marked a new chapter, living under the same roof again in their mother Celeste's home. To their relief, their mother had recently remarried a man named Stephen Beard, who welcomed Jennifer warmly despite the difficult circumstances. Stephen's embrace provided comfort after their father's devastating suicide. How did Celeste Beard's friendship with Tracy Tarleton at a psychiatric hospital set the stage for manipulation and murder? In early 1999, increasing mental health issues led Celeste to be forcibly committed to a psychiatric facility in Austin called St. David S. It was here that she met fellow patient Tracy Tarleton. The 45-year-old Tracy was emotionally vulnerable, making her the perfect target for exploitation by the cunning Celeste. Sensing an opportunity, Celeste initiated an intimate lesbian affair with Tracy at the hospital. She lavished intense attention on the other woman, establishing an emotionally codependent dynamic. When Celeste was discharged weeks later, she maintained her new bond with Tracy outside the hospital through regular contact. The twins grew uneasy about this closeness, feeling their mother wanted more from Tracy than friendship. Indeed, Celeste was laying vital groundwork to take advantage of Tracy's trust, which she aimed to weaponize for a sinister purpose: the elimination of her husband, Stephen. By fostering romantic feelings she could twist to her will, Celeste made Tracy the perfect pawn in her unfolding plot. Their meeting seemed an unfortunate coincidence. but was ultimately the catalyst for unspeakable crime woven by Celeste's malevolent intentions. How did Celeste masterfully manipulate Tracy into agreeing to participate in Stephen's murder? Once she had secured Tracy's confidence at the psychiatric hospital, Celeste set about deceitfully persuading her new lover to participate in Stephen's murder. She wantonly exploited Tracy's affection and vulnerability by falsely claiming Stephen was abusive, and she was desperate to escape him. In reality, while Stephen could be controlling, there was no history of domestic violence that might necessitate such extreme measures. However, Tracy believed wholeheartedly that Celeste was in grave danger, never doubting the woman she cared for. Preying on this trust, Celeste convinced Tracy that the only way she could be free was if Stephen was killed. She portrayed it as a necessary act of self-defense, securing Tracy's sympathy and outrage on her behalf. In truth, Celeste simply wanted Stephen out of the way so she could seize his wealth. But through masterful manipulation, she made Tracy believe it was about protecting Celeste. With Tracy emotionally invested, Celeste secured her role in the murder plot by providing the weapon and layout of the house for accessing Stephen's bedroom. Convincing Tracy she had no other options, Celeste persuaded her lover to shoot the sleeping Stephen in cold blood. It was a staggeringly calculated exploitation of Tracy's feelings for Celeste's own gain that revealed the depths of her capacity for deception and evil. Why did Celeste immediately move to silence her own daughter's suspicions about her involvement in their stepfather's murder? After Tracy fatally shot Stephen in his bed at Celeste's behest, detectives immediately began investigating the murder. From the start, the twins were suspicious of Tracy's potential involvement given her strange intimacy with their mother. However, they were unprepared for Celeste's chilling response when asked about the possibility. She firmly warned them not to mention Tracy's name to police if questioned. Celeste's instinct was to silence her daughters because she knew that as the people closest to her, they could implicate her in masterminding Stephen's murder. If the twins openly discussed their speculations about Tracy with police, it could expose Celeste's hand in orchestrating the killing through her lover. She urgently moved to suppress any notions that might lead back to her. For the twins, this cover-up attempt only heightened their belief that Tracy had not acted alone. They recognized their mother was hiding something sinister about her connection to the crime. Unfortunately, the full horrific truth would only be revealed through future threats on their own lives as well. In the moment, though, their mother's blunt warning to stay quiet forced an ominous wedge of secrecy between them as Celeste concealed her monstrous. As we conclude this spine-chilling journey into the case of Jennifer and Kristina Beard, their tale of survival and ingenuity leaves us with more questions than answers. If you found this true crime unraveling as riveting as we did, don't forget to hit that like button below and subscribe for more gripping stories of resilience and justice. Your support means the world and helps us continue bringing you intriguing narratives. Share your thoughts on this case in the comments, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into the world of mysteries.